Namaskar. Good afternoon to all friends. Warm welcome to the 4-day Oswald Literature Festival with participation of BIMSTEC countries, Bangladesh, Bhutan, India, Myanmar, Nepal, Sri Lanka, and Thailand, which is being organized online by Sahitya Academy and Foundation of Short Writers and Literature. As you know, this festival was inaugurated on 6th November 2022 and today is the last day of the festival. Friends, you all have much enjoyed the different sessions of poetry reading, readings of fictions, and presentation of papers on various topics. Now, this is the second last session of the festival on poetry reading, which is being chaired by Sri Bimal Guha, and we have 7 other poets also. Some of them has joined already, and we are expecting others to visual. With the readings of Ms. Janna Rahman from Bangladesh.
Should I start now? Yes, welcome to you all.
I have invited Janna ji to recite her poems. Please, madam.
I cannot hear you, and we'll get 7 whatever you can with your short introduction.
Hello.
I will invite.
Do you hear me?
First of all, yes. First of all, I will invite Janna Rahman from Bangladesh, poet Janna Rahman, to recite her poem.
Okay.
You can start now.
Salam and good afternoon to all. This is a very wonderful thing and memorable moment for me that I am present here for the second day. I presented my short story in the 8th session of fiction reading on 7th November. So that I'm very glad and grateful and feel honored to be here, got another opportunity to present my poem in this prestigious program, Oswald Literature Festival, with the participation of BIMSTEC countries. Thanks to Ajit Kaurji, gratefully for this. Thanks to Sahitya Academy. Now I'd like to introduce me. I'm Janna Rahman from Bangladesh. Mainly, I am a fiction writer and a poet also. Besides this, I worked with other things like essay, play, travelogue, children's story, rhymes, etc. More than 40 years, I'm going with writings and 55 books, including story, novel, poetry, have been published. Recently, I have got Bangla Academy Sahitya Puraskar, the most prestigious literature award of Bangladesh. That is all about me. And now I like to recite my poems. I selected 2 poems from my book. At first, I like to read my poem. The title of that is From the Heart of Words, translated by Nabina Dash. I'm not an astronomer, have never picked to a telescope ever, although my walls are ancient. The whitewash is patchy, and long fallen in chance. Still, in any of its secret nooks, there was no astronomical booklet or design printed on thin tree barks. But I knew for sure one day on a blazing star there would be a massive explosion. A terrible sound would pervade the infinite universe. From the smoke of the void will fly many skies, layer by layer. And then that will slowly take shape, the impression of your face. I had been through villages and hamlets, on uneven, rough dirt roads, walking straight down. There was in my eyes, like a green fruit turning juicy, the jingle of a well-strung instrument from the song of reckless youth. The fearsome 5-star studded sword at Kalpuru's waist, I have been holding on too firmly with my 5 fingers along the long road. I traversed, droplets of blood saga trickling down. The earth had turned red, as though the eternal potter was thrusting hands inside the flaming oven to take out, like hot molten lava. Sharp, enchanted, earthen word art forms. Words rally behind me, words scream and rush out of the grains of crops. Words splatter milk, bursting and sprinkling out of paddy spikes. Even them from the sawing sound of logged fruit trees, the pungent smell of the raw sap float around through all of this sound, smell, touch, hearing of your sound, smelling your form, lost in the ecstasy of your embrace. I walk on. আমি দ্বিতীয় কবিতাটা পড়ার আগে একটু রিকোয়েস্ট করতে চাই, কারো কারো মাইক্রোফোন মিউট করা নেই, যে কারণে ইকো হচ্ছে। যদি বিমল দা এটা একটু বলে দেন, তারপরে আমি দ্বিতীয় কবিতাটা পড়ি।
I request all of you to keep your sound off. And to keep your sound off, to mute your microphone, please.
Okay, thank you very much, Dr. Bimal Guha. Now I will recite my second poem, but before this, I like to read the original by my own language. The title of this poem in Bangla, Kobita, Shironam Nari. And I am reading this from my book. This is Jol o Golaper Chobol. Nari. রাতের ভেতরে নারীর গন্ধ, শাড়ির ভেতরে ঘুমন্ত নারী জাগে, শাড়ির ভেতরে নারীর গন্ধ, 2 পদী নারী সমকোণ 2 ভাগে। প্রমিত জ্যামিতি নারী বিভাবরী বন্টন হলে পঞ্চপতির পাতে, অন্তবিহীন শাড়ি খোয়া গেলে দ্রৌপদী মরে দুঃশাসনের হাতে। রক্ত মাংসে ত্বকের আগুনে কি মোহন শেখ, আধ পোড়া ঘ্রাণ জমে, মধুর ভেতরে মধুচাক ভাঙে, আদিম আহেরি জনকের সঙ্গমে। পাতার ভিতরে শস্যের দুধে নারীর গন্ধ ছিটায় গাঢ় সবুজ, মাটির ভেতরে বীজতলা ফুড়ে ঋতুরস ভেজা শস্যের গম্বুজ। রাতের ভেতরে নারীর গন্ধ, চন্দন বনে জ্বলন্ত নারী গাছ, গাছের ভেতরে গন্ধ সমেধে নোনা জল ঢেউয়ে চিতা চন্দন নাচ। Now I am reciting the translation. This poem is translated by Navina Dash, and the title is Woman. The smell of woman inside the night, a sleeping woman awake inside her sari. Inside the sari, the smell of woman, the two-step woman, a halved right angle. A definitive geometry, the woman after nightfall gets divided among 5 husbands. Draupadi to die in Dushasan's hand when her endless sari is not be found. In blood and flesh, the fire of skin and enchanting smoke of half-burnt stench. Within honey breaks the honeycomb in heady primitive copulation rites. Inside lips in the milk of grains, the smell of woman sprinkles green. Inside the earth, piercing the seed base rises a fertile tower of crops. Inside night, the smell of woman in sandalwood grove, a burning woman tree. Inside trees, fragrant firewood, a dance of chandan fire in salt water waves. This is all. Thank you very much. Thank you. I finished this.
Thank you very much, Janna ji. Friends, now may I request Ms. Tahmina Qureshi, who is from Bangladesh, to recite her poems. Kindly unmute, please. Okay. Please.
Thank you very much. Good afternoon. First of all, I would like to thank Honorable President of Foundation of Shark Writers and Literature Festival, who honored me by invite. Best wishes of love and chairperson of the session, Bimal Guha, Kobi Bimal Guha. Thank for recommend me and this program. Best wishes all participants in festival. Then I introduct for me. I am Tahmina Qureshi, a poet and story writer from Bangladesh. I love to write poet stories, novel, rhymes, fiction for young and adult. I have published about 30 books. I have been written junior section since my own childhood. I worked on Biman Bangladesh Airlines for 27 years, retired 2002. My husband was freedom fighter. Now I recite reading my poem. I want to read my poem English first too. Then last one is Bengali. The scent of sunshine, light years beyond the horizon of vision. Wakeful star stars unblinking, the tangent interlude that is this life is a priceless gem, an yearling attraction to be alive. Nature wakes with the scent of sunshine. The birds and the bees, butterflies and flowers all arise, as do you and I, pushing away the cloud, touching the nature, sunshine, sunlight. I decorated my basket of offering for you. The judgment of vice and virtue is unflattering. The attic of my anguish is full of your thought without the appreciation of message of inexorable love. In this relentlessly progressing the lifetime. আমাকে শোনা যাচ্ছে না? আচ্ছা। Bewildered by the enchantment of the bewitchment that is you, my scribbling in the notebook, and the scent of sunshine are the only companions of my life. And then my second poem, House of Scent. I only climbed a few steps on the staircase. I did not try to reach for the moon. I did not build castle in the air, nor on lights of the full moon, neither new moon. I did not run after felicity and erode the sole of shoes. Fragrant sandalwood lose its aroma amidst the crowd of wood. I did not come to light a fire except to ward off the cold, but the fire became twofold, engulfing, burning me. A thousand of ardent picture the cake with mud even after being washed in water. How it possible to separate two companions like mud and water? Living in a house of sand is a genuine pleasure along the shore of desire. Surrounded by many subtle gems, I drop anchor in the sand. Then I did my Bengali. আমার কথা কি শোনা যাচ্ছে? শোনা যাচ্ছে? আচ্ছা। আমি এখন আমার বাংলা কবিতাটা পড়ছি। ইন বেঙ্গলি। এ মাটি আমার। চারিদিকে লাশ পড়ে থাকা শহর, বন্দর, গ্রাম, নদ, নদী, ঝোপঝাড়, শালবন চষে বেরিয়েছি। রণাঙ্গনে যোদ্ধা আমি, নিদ্রাহীন শত রজনী পেরিয়ে এসেছি। রাইফেল, বায়োনেট, এসএলআর, ডিনামাইট, বারুদ, বোমার সরঞ্জাম কাঁধে নিয়ে দূর দূরান্ত পথ হেঁটেছি। নারী তোমার সম্ভ্রম হারিয়েও তুমি দীপ্ত পদক্ষেপে রণক্ষেত্রটি দখলে নিয়েছো। মুক্তিযুদ্ধে পিছিয়ে পড়নি তুমিও, জয় পরাজয় উত্থান পতনের দামামা চলছিল বেজে। নিপীড়িত নির্যাতিত মানুষের বঞ্চিত আমরাই জেগে উঠেছিলাম রূঢ় ও ভয়ঙ্করী প্রতিবাদী সত্তায়। আজ নিজ গৃহে পরবাসী জীবনের সমাপনী যুদ্ধে মরণের পথটি সহজ হলেও প্রতিরোধ প্রতিবাদে টিকে থাকাও কম নয়। সদা জাগ্রত নির্ভীক সৈনিক আমি, ভালোবাসার জয় চিরন্তন, নিজস্ব সক্রিয়তায় উদ্ভাসিত। কালজয়ী ইতিহাস আমাদের মহাকালের খেরো খাতায়, ধ্বংসলীলার মাঝে জয়ের পতাকা ওড়ানো। এতই ছিল না মুখের তাবিজ, গাঢ় প্রখর সোনালী আভায় এক পৃথিবী সুখ আমার। এ বুক জুড়ে আনন্দ ধ্বনি, জয় বাংলা স্লোগানে স্লোগান, পেয়েছি লাল সবুজের এক মুঠো জমিন। আকাশ সমান শ্বাস টেনে চিৎকার করে বলি, মা তোমায় ভালোবাসি জন্ম জন্মান্তর। মুক্তিযুদ্ধের রক্ত বীজে উর্বর ফসলি জমি তুমি, তুমি আমার অহংকার। ধন্যবাদ। থ্যাংক ইউ ভেরি মাচ all of you. See you again.
Thank you very much, Tahmina ji.
Thank you.
Now may I request Sri Veera Rathod from India to recite his poems.
Am I audible, Devesh ji?
Yeah, please.
Okay, thank you. Hello, everyone. Good afternoon. Respected Chairperson, Dr. Bimal Guhaji, and all participate poet in this session, my friend, Mr. Devendra Kumar Deveshji, myself, Dr. Veera Rathod. I'm an assistant professor, Marathi language and literature in Maharashtra. First of all, thank you for Savita Academy and SARC Writer and Literature Foundation for inviting me Poswal Literature Festival. And also thanks Savita Academy Secretary, Mr. K. Srinivas Rao sir, and President of SARC Writers and Literature Foundation, Ma Ajit Kaur, for offering me this opportunity. I am a Marathi poet and also Banjara poet and writer. I got Sahitya Academy National Yuva Award in 2015. And I am also the recipient of several literary awards. My 6 books published, 4 poetry collection and 2 articles. I'm an editor of 2 literary magazines, ex-member of a Language Advisory Board, Government of India, Government of Maharashtra State, a prescribed poet in school and college curricula. My writing have been translated into English, Hindi, Gujarati, and Bangla languages. The poems that I would like to recite today are the selection from my poetry collection, Sen Sai Ves, in English translation, Bless Us All, translated by Dr. L.S. Deshpande. It's an assortment of voice of Banjara, nomadic tribes of India, scattered of all across its different states and union territories. These poems reflect upon the issues of past and present in the individual and collective lives of Banjara nomadic tribes. The creative pieces I would read today. First of all, I read Marathi poetry in my own language. Then English translate, I read. A very small poetry, उभारीचे बळ, चल हा खोपा मोडून टाकू, चल हा खोपा मोडून टाकू, या खोप्यातली पिल्ल दूर झिपावली पाहिजेत, जाणती पाखरं कधीच पंखांना मर्यादेत बांधत नसतात. I read translation. This translation, my friend Dr. Santosh Rathod from Mumbai. The strength of the wings. The strength of the wings. Come on, let's destroy this nest. Come on, let's destroy this nest. The nestlings must take long fights. Come on, let's destroy this nest. The nestling must take long fights. The wise birds never limit the strength of the wings. My second poem, An Illuminating Lamp, translate by Dr. Santosh Rathod. When all the statues that inspire will be raised down. When all the books that instill fearlessness will be burned down. When all the arms that fight for a good cause will be chopped off. When all the angels who bring the social change will be brazenly brutalized. When the villages, the towns, the cities, and metros will frequently be enchanted by the fear of death, the witchcraft. Then, during a dull, gloomy day, a song of a fresh start has to be sung with absolute certitude. I to do, kindle a verse under the darkness, kindle a verse under the darkness. My another poetry, the bread and the songs. The bread and the songs. Why are you so mindful of it? Who's come here to live forever? Do you think sorrow will stay at your house forever? It may stay for a couple of days, treating you as its near and dear one. Even otherwise, you have a large heart. It's aware of this, but you shed tears in vain like a child. How many times should I remind you of not squandering your hard-earned money? You were the one to tell your son the story of winning a race while he stumbled on the running track. You know, the black clouds shrouded the ant-like dreams. You know, the black clouds shrouded the ant-like dreams. The kite has been swirling around ever since, and we're engaged in a combat with the ageless hunger. It's somewhat new to us. Father died earning his bread. Father died earning his bread. Since then, mother did my upbringing by singing song, sowed the moonlight in the terrible dark woods, and lightened the burden of our hunger by means of her song. Then I realized how costly the bread is in the bazaar. Then I realized how costly the bread is in the bazaar. It's not easy the access to one's bread. How can you approach it at your will and pleasure like the tune of a song? Conversely, the song too is a greater than bread. In song, hunger loses its severity. I haven't forgotten it at all. You too shouldn't forget it. Who cares for the crust of painful woods? Who cares for the crust of painful wounds, for the losses whatsoever? One who is walking is likely to stumble. What do we really have, whether it's you or me? Hell rob us of it. Let there be confidence in your heart. The ghost bent upon finishing me. The ghost bent upon finishing me is wont to haunt us. Even in a dream, still we prop up the dreams that go on vain. We control the tears that well up in the eyes. Let's repose trust in ourselves. Our heart will shoot forth with feathers. Our heart will shoot forth with feathers. I'll undertake the search for bread. I'll undertake the search for bread. You will go weaving a song. You will go weaving a song. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Dr. Veera Rathod ji. Friends, now may I request Srimati
Thank you,
Savita
Dr. Veera
Gautam
Rathod.
Dahal, Savita Gautam Dahal, who is from Nepal.
Thank you, Sahitya Academy. Honorable Chairperson, Dr. Bimal Guha, and all dear poets. And I would like to thank Ajit Kaur ma'am for giving me chance to be here. And I have been participating SAC Literary Festival since 2010. And everybody has said their introduction. Actually, I'm not prepared for that. And I am a chemistry lecturer, senior chemistry lecturer in a technical university, Manmohan Technical University, which is in the eastern part of Nepal. And I have been published my 3 collections of poetry. And I'm an editor also in Nepal Academy's book Kavita. In that book, I'm in the editorial team also. And I have got many awards, national awards from my country in different levels. And now I'm going to recite my 2 poems. And 1 poem, some lines in Nepali, and then I'll read a complete poem in English. And the title of my poem in Nepali is Ma एउटा विषय हुँ, म एउटा विषय हुँ, चुप लागेर घरमै बसिरहूँ वा सबै भुलेर अघि बढूँ, जे गरे पनि म एउटा विषय सुन्दरतम समाजको, रमाएर नाचु वा हाँसु, भक्कानिएर रोऊ वा चिच्याऊ, क्रमशः म एउटा विषय विद्वत विमर्शको, भलाकुसारीको. Last line I'll say something. प्रियजनलाई अनायास पोल्ने आगो हुँ, झिल्का हुँ, अब म एउटा विषय बिन्दु हुँ. कोर्नेहरू त्यहीबाट सुरु भएर त्रिकोण, षट्कोण, वृत्त बनाउँदा हुन्. कति त स्वयं सिद्ध तथ्य लगाएर कति कति गणित प्रमाणित गर्दा हुन्. कहीं कतै रहूं वा छोडियूं, म एउटा सदाबार विषय समाजको, शास्त्रको, गणितको, सम्भवतः भेटिने हरेक परिचित पात्रको. Some lines I have recited, and now I am going to recite its translation. And I would like to thank Professor Dr. Avi Subedi for this translation. He has translated my poem, and the title of my poem is I Am a Subject. I am a theme. I may quietly stay at home or move on, ignoring everything. Whatever I may do, I am a paragon, a social subject. I may dance with joy or cry bitterly or shriek. I am a theme of long deliberations of social interactions. A purposeful life suddenly turning into a theme, an orderly order of fate that appeared in flashes somewhere, now shining in this courtyard. I feel I should be wakeful and studious with the likes of Ravana and Kamsa. Now I am a subtle subject of traditional milieu. Whether I die of illness or live with the light of exercise, invisibles are the shapes of experience. One who was always near my pillow is not with me anymore, quite flows the life. Love, life, rebellion, all have drifted away. Who would understand the presence of being? Who would understand the heartbeat at this moment? Heart acts as if it's breaking. Host of feeling evade me, whether I tell my unscripted tales or leave on swallowing them quietly. Now I am an interesting subject of lively gatherings or of placid moments. I am in endless anxiety. Parents and maternal grandmother may feel pain the moment it's all recalled, or of brothers the moment they see may utter, poor sister. I am fire and ember that suddenly burns the nears and dears. Now I am a subject, focused and sharp. Those who draw may perhaps begin from there and draw triangles, hexagons, and circles, and still others would prove their mathematics by applying the evident formulas. Whether I remain somewhere or get abandoned, I am an evergreen theme of society, of learned text and mathematics, and possibly of every familiar person who I met. This is my first poem. I am a subject. And next poem is, in Nepali, its heading is Tasvir Ra Jivan. Tasvir Ra Jivan. And it's also one stanza I will read in Nepali. Tasvir Ra Jivan. न निस्कन्छ फ्रेम बाहिर न जिस्कन्छ न बात मार्छ अप्रतिम स्थिरता हुँदो रहेछ तस्विरको लास्ट लाइन तस्विर बाहिर निस्केर जीवन बाँचिरहेछ अद्भुत सन्तुलन एउटा कालजयी कम्पन and this translation is also done by Professor Dr. Avi Subedi. Excuse me, I'll lock the door. In our neighbor, somebody is doing something in grill and a sound is coming. That's why. The title of my next poem is Picture and Life. Neither does it jump from the frame, nor talks or jest. What a unique repose of the picture. Dual moments are fixed in the self-same shape, in the self-same place, content with the continuity of beauty in the arbor of love. The picture has become immortal. It can't fathom the depth of death's sorrow. I am comparing the suavity of the picture, the lively visage, red rice tikka in the forehead, the simplicity and fairness, all with Keats' Grecian urn. Why only talk about the freshness of the picture as it has made an immortal name and received the respect of minds and hearts? The fixed immortal picture, they are the bearers of the torch of time, like the committed runners who walk as guardians of the birds. They are not abstract words, Picasso's painting and your picture, both are still and stable. They are carrying their endless layer of depth, where you can dive and swim as they will. It seems there is a persistent dialectical relations between picture and life, neither heavy nor light, neither bland nor delicious, neither thin nor flat, neither long nor short. The unavoidable suddenness of the relations between life and picture. It seems there is unbelievable commonness between picture and life. Jumping frame, life continues being with the unique balance and tremor that defies time. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Savita ji. Friends, now may I request Shri Vimal Guha ji, who is chairing this session also. Sir, you may please recite your poems, and if you wish, you may please comment the presented poems also. Shri Vimal Guha.
Thank you very much, my dear friend from Sahitya Academy. We are so much grateful to Sahitya Academy and also Fosual Ojit Kaurji. I don't find her here today. Probably she is not with us this time. We are very much grateful to her also. And we have enjoyed a very beautiful session this time. We have heard poems, very nice poems from poet from Bangladesh, Janna Rahman, Amina Qureshi, poet from India, Dr. Veera Rathod, and from Nepal, Savita Gautam Dahal. And I thank all of them for their nice presentation. We know that poetry is a powerful expression of intimate feeling. Coleridge says the best word in the best order, but I say best feelings in the best order, because poetry is a feeling, poetry is an expression for betterment of the society, for enlightenment of the society, to express our feelings for all of us that like poem. And one my friend from UK the poet, I cannot remember his name. He says once, poetry is like that, which sounds like poetry, which looks like poetry. It was like a fun, but I say poetry is a poetry that expresses one's strongest feeling in words. And I also thank now all of you here, Sahitya Academy and Foswal. And I will tell a few words about me. I am Bimal Guha from Dhaka, born in 27th October 1952. I have just crossed my 70 years last week. I have 42 books to my credit, including 23 books of poems. And I have received so many honor and prizes, including Academy Awards in 2021. I teach at the University of Dhaka. I will recite only one poem in Bangla and then in English. First in Bangla. ঋণ। এই প্রকৃতির কাছে আমার অনেক আছে ঋণ। এই বায়ু প্রাণবীজ, এই দিঘি নদী ও সাগর, এই গিরিখাত পর্বত পাহাড় দূর দিগন্ত রেখা, এই প্রাণী জগৎ জলাশয় ভর্তি ফেনা জল, এই গৃহ কিশলয় উঠোনের তৃণগুল্মলতা, এই কাঁকড়ার ঝাঁক, পিলপিল পতঙ্গকুল শামুক ঝিনুক, আমি এসবের কাছে ঋণী। এই ঢেউয়ের উল্লাস, কুলু কুলু তরঙ্গ দোল, এই দূর ঝর্ণা দ্বারা তীব্র পতনশীল স্রোত, এই শান্ত জলরেখা জলজ প্রাণীর কেলিরূপ, এই গুল্মলতা ঝিঝি বাতাসের কানে নম্র দোল, এই পক্ষীকুল কিচির মিচির, এই মাছরাঙা ডুব, এই শস্যক্ষেত সবুজ উদ্যান, আমার আহার্য পাকা ফল, এই মৌমাছি মধুবন সন্ধ্যা তারা জোনাকির আলো, আমি এসবের কাছে ঋণী। ওই দূর সুন্দরবন, ঝাউপাতা জারুল গর্জন, রয়্যাল বেঙ্গল টাইগার, হাতি হনু শূকর ভল্লুক, এই উইপোকা সর্পিল প্রাণীকুল বনশোলা চঞ্চল হরিণ, এই বিস্তীর্ণ আকাশ দূর ভাসমান মেঘ, এই বায়ুমণ্ডল ঘেরা আমার পৃথিবী ধুলোরা পথ, আমি সকলের কাছে ঋণী।
Perhaps his net has gone.
Perhaps.
We all are slave of his internet right now.
Yeah.
Yes,
Only we can stop
you
her.
are right.
Otherwise, no one could stop her. Us. He might have backup plan from mobile by taking data.
We wait for 1-2 minutes.
I am calling him from
Okay,
my mobile.
Okay, you can call, and from phone also he can join Zoom, because I also have backup plan. Sometimes Wi-Fi has gone.
He is joining.
Now he's going to join, I think.
Yeah, he has joined. And sir, kindly unmute and start your video also. Don't call him, Janna ji. If he is on mobile, then it will be disturbed.
Okay.
Please,
Okay,
sir,
sorry for
continue.
disruption. I recite my poem in English now,
Okay.
if there is time.
Yeah, sir, please.
In translation, translated by Binoy Burman, Professor Binoy Burman. The name of the poem is Depth. I owe much to nature. This air, seed of life, this lake and sea, this trans, valley and horizon, this animal world, fascination, foamy water, this house, plant, creeper in the yard, this crowd of crabs, insects, oysters and snails, I owe to them. This glee of wave, murmur and swell, this far mountain, sharp fall of water, this quiet waterline, play of antique lives, this harp, naked swing in the year's air, this chirping of birds, dive of kingfisher, this cornfield garden, ripe fruits for humans, this swarm of bees, beehive, evening star, firefly, I also owe to them. That far Sundarban, Jhau, Jarul, Garjan trees, Royal Bengal tiger, elephant, monkey, boar and bear, this termite, serpent, restless deer, beauty in the forest, this vast sky, this Milky Way, planets and satellites, these stars, distant flying clouds, my earth wrapped with atmosphere, dusty path, I owe to all. In this way of paying these debts, I will be lost one day, being transformed into atom. I owe to nature from my birth. Thank you all. Thank you very much for listening me. And I am very sorry for disrupting to my computer. And I thank all of you again. I thank Sahitya Academy, my friend. Thank you all very much. Thank you very much all.
Thank you very much, sir. I thank you. Thanks to all of the poet participants of this session who accepted our invitation for a wonderful session. May I request all of our audiences to share the link of this session on social handles for the lovers of poetry. Thanks again. Namaskar.
Thank you so much.